I'm Katina Horton, the Love and Freedom Toxic Relationship Recovery Coach. And today we're going to talk about the Jezebel spirit of the female narcissist. And I know I don't talk about this often, or probably hardly ever at all. 9 times out of 10, I'm talking about the male narcissist. But today we're going to talk about the Jezebel spirit of the female narcissist. So how do you know that you are dealing with the Jezebel spirit of the female narcissist? Okay, the first thing is that she believes that her looks, body, and seductive ways can make up and be used to get anything that she wants, as well as get out of any situation that arises, right? Now, in scriptures, it says, when Jehu came to Jezreel, Jezebel heard about it. So she painted her eyes, fixed her hair, and looked down from the window. As Jehu entered the city gate, she said, "Do you come in peace, Zimri, killer of your master?" So with Jezebel, she was not only mocking him, right, and saying, basically calling him Zimri, because Zimri killed someone, and then within 7 days, right, he was like basically killed himself, so to speak, right? So she's basically like, you see what happened to him? That's the same thing that's going to happen to you, mocking Jehu. But look at what she did in order to try to get out of trouble. And like, she's so important, she goes and paints her face and puts all of this makeup on, right? As if that was going to fix anything, because she'd already heard about what? The sons being killed, 2 of her sons being killed, and the kingship being taken away from them, right? And as the new supplier side chick, okay, a person, a woman, a female narcissist with the Jezebel spirit will work with your narcissistic partner to destroy you by sending you her personal belongings through him to your house. That's the second way you know you're dealing with a female narcissist with the Jezebel spirit. They will, as the side chick, help your narcissistic partner to destroy you. Okay. The next one, this is number 3. You know you're dealing with a female narcissist with the Jezebel spirit when they strive for power, being in charge, right? Having special offices in the church, you know, where they're seen out in front, and they're striving for those spiritual gifts that says that they're at the top of the list, what we should strive for, instead of thinking about the fact that it don't matter how many spiritual gifts you have. If you don't exemplify love, if there's not any love in your heart, you can just X those gifts goodbye, right? Because it's just like hearing, as the scripture says, about clanging cymbals. Everything just sounds like noise, right? When we don't have love, right? And with them, of course, what happens? They are having the form of godliness and doing what? Denying the power thereof. Next one. How do you know you are dealing with the female narcissist with the Jezebel spirit? They love to emasculate men, right? Cutting them down, right? So that they can look powerful in front of their girlfriends. Like, you see what I just said to him? You see what I just did to him? For performance, right? They love having an audience. And if they can't have any positive attention for their looks and the clothes they have on and the material possessions, they'll take the negative attention by either cutting down one of their scapegoats or going and emasculating a man, right? Next, how do you know that you are dealing with a female narcissist with the Jezebel spirit? They will smile at you and talk godly language 1 minute, and then the next minute turn around and cut you down, belittle you, devalue you, right? And or frown up and make their face, you know, make a certain look, have a certain look on their face when it comes to looking at you, right? So it'll switch off just like that. It'll go from 0 to 500 with their position as far as how they feel about you, right? And it'll be exemplified on their face, okay? The next way is that you know you're dealing with a person who is a female narcissist with the Jezebel spirit, right? When that person walks in the room, everybody cringes, right? They don't want to rock the boat with their person. And instead of dealing with the issues, they keep sweeping it under the rug and sweeping it under the rug and sweeping it up under the rug. And as soon as you mention it to another individual to watch out because of the messiness of this person, as the scripture says, to mark them, as soon as you do that, Then the other person said, well, you know how she is, just gonna let her have her way. You know how he is gone, she is rather, just let her go on and have her way. Let her do, let her do what she do. Otherwise she gonna start up. So that being basically let her control you, let her control everybody else so that we don't have to get down to the nitty gritty of dealing with this problem person, right? It's in the workplace, it's in the church, it's in ministry, it's everywhere, right? And so next way that you know that you're dealing with a female narcissist with the Jezebel spirit, they go through men like men go through women, one after the next, but it's for the purpose of going on trips, right? And having name brand purses and clothing and being able to get their hair done, anything that's going to make them look good and make them feel powerful, they're after it, right? Next thing that you know that you're dealing with a female narcissist with the Jezebel spirit, she's a gold digger, plain and simple. I don't even need to explain it. Long story short version, she's all about what kind of material things and what kind of money she can get out of this man, right? And she is basically doing what Jezebel was doing, right? It ends up being a sort of prostitution type of thing that she's participating in, right? For the sake of having all those material things, right? And then lastly, you're dealing with a female narcissist with the Jezebel spirit because her own flying monkeys participate in her destruction. What happened with Jezebel? It says, look, he looked up toward the window and said, who is on my side? Who? 2 or 3 eunuchs looked down at him. And he said, throw her down. So they threw her down, and some of her blood splattered on the wall and on the horses, and Jehu rolled over her. Pride goes before destruction. And so what will happen is when you're dealing with a female narcissist with the Jezebel spirit, what you would notice is those same flying monkeys that were idolizing her are going to be the same flying monkeys that's going to help bring her down, and they're going to actually participate in her destruction. I am Katina Horton, the Love and Freedom Toxic Relationship Recovery Coach. If you have any questions, head to thevalleyofgrace.com. Check out the books and the podcast and the blog posts. Be blessed.